My neighbor asked me to water his plants while he was on vacation, but he never told me about the locked room in his basement. The guy living next door was super quiet, never had visitors, never left his house much. One day he knocked on my door saying he needed someone to feed his cat and water his plants for a week while he visited family. Easy money. The first few days were normal until I noticed something weird. Every single time I entered his house I heard banging coming from the basement. At first I thought it was the cat, but the cat was always upstairs with me. The banging kept getting louder every day. Then one night I finally worked up the courage to check. The basement had this heavy metal door hidden behind shelves, and somebody was definitely on the other side. They started pounding the second I got close. Then a voice whispered, "Please let me out, he's lying to you." My heart dropped instantly. The voice sounded terrified. They kept begging, saying my neighbor kidnapped them months ago. I freaked out and almost called the police immediately. But then the person behind the door suddenly said something strange. They knew my full name. Not just my first name. My full name. Then they started listing details about my childhood, my old school, my birthday, stuff my neighbor shouldn't even know. At that point I unlocked the door and backed away. The second it opened, a man sprinted out past me and ran upstairs. I chased after him yelling questions, but he wouldn't answer. Then he stopped in the kitchen, looked me dead in the eyes and said, "You really don't recognize me?" I froze. Because he looked exactly like me. Same face, same scar over the eyebrow, everything. Then he smiled and said he's been keeping us separated for years. Before I could even react, my neighbor walked through the front door. Completely calm, he looked at both of us, sighed and said, "Great, now neither of you are gonna believe which one is the original."